everybody. This is Greg Bubba Wages from Common Ground Ministries. Today we're doing an interview with a good buddy of ours. His name's Tom Thomas. He's got First Step Ministry, and we're going to talk to Tom, let him introduce himself, and tell a little bit about his ministry. Tom, go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks.
Well, my name's Tom Thomas. I'm actually from Maine originally. After the service, I really didn't spend a lot of time in Maine. I started traveling and worked for KOA campgrounds and things like that, and ended up in Oklahoma. Spent the last 25 or so years in Oklahoma, and then was going to retire to Maine, and things fell apart up there, so then I ended up back into the ministry, and now I'm got First Step Ministry, and I'm also going to work with Campus for Christ. So it's been a real big challenge for me.
Cool, yeah. Well, tell us a little bit. I know you shared a little bit there, but tell us a little bit more about your life history.
Well, basically, I'm one of three. I have an older sister and I have an older brother, and we're not actually close. I'm from a very dysfunctional family. I'm the only Christian that's in the family. Basically, I'm the only one that's in the ministry. They all think I'm crazy as a hoot owl for what I do, but my addiction started very young, and that's basically where my background is. I've been clean of methamphetamines for 13 years. I started at the very rock bottom, coming in very broken, out of jail, the whole 9 yards, into Celebrate Recovery, and spent about 15 years coming out of recovery, and ended up being a ministry leader for 2 years for Celebrate Recovery. And then finally the Lord said it's time to start First Step Ministry, which He gave me that vision 25 years ago, but as we know, our time is not His time. It's been probably about 2 years. We had a little bit of a hiccup. I had to have open heart surgery, which I think basically was just a desert experience for me, to be able to show me to slow down, let me know that He's in charge, He's got this, and all I need to do is be obedient to Him.
Good deal. Well, you were talking about First Step Ministries. Tell us a little bit about your ministry, who you're ministering to, and maybe a few stories about First Step Ministry.
I think basically what I consider First Step Ministry to be is basically a sidewalk ministry. I basically am very comfortable in the parking lots. Doesn't matter whether it's Home Depot, Lowe's, or rest area, truck stops. I started out boondocking a lot before I got involved with Thousand Trails, so I was in a lot of parking lots and a lot of places like that, so I could deal with the anything from a stranded vehicle. I've helped couples with no gas, no food, to homeless people, drug addicts, things like that. And that's really where I basically, First Step Ministry was started out of the premise of Peter getting out of the boat. What boat do you need to step out of? And that's one of the strong points of my faith, and I think my recovery is stepping out of the boat and realizing that I had a problem, and that's the whole thing with First Step Ministry, is I can use my testimony as evidence of what Jesus can do in your life.
That's awesome. Now, you shared with us a little bit about this next part, but tell us how you became part of Campers for Christ.
Well, this is really interesting because I really had no intentions of being in the ministry. All I wanted to do was be a part of it, so that when I traveled and did First Step Ministry, that I would have some other compadres and Christians along the way that I could fellowship with. That's basically what I was thinking. What I didn't realize is God had a whole different idea. And I had already been a member for over a year, and I had talked to Richard quite a bit, and we were just kind of feeling each other out, trying to get to know each other, and one thing led to another. As we know, God just works in mysterious ways, and finally I ended up talking to Richard about some disaster relief and some things that I could do in that area, and I wanted to be in the Georgia, Florida area, and he said, you need to talk to Bubba. And I'm like, okay, that ought to be interesting. And basically, that's really where it all started. And you know, one of the things that we need to realize is, you know, you just don't know where God's going to take you. You know, everybody's already heard I'm an addict, and I've come out of jail and all of those things, and here I am paired up with a cop. You know,
God does work in a mysterious way.
you know, and it's not somebody that I ever disrespected or anything, but it is the person that I used to run from.
Yeah.
So it makes it interesting, and I think God is, you know, He's put the two of us together for a reason, and I think our ministry is just getting stronger every day.
That's awesome. I think so too. And one thing that I want you to do before we end this video is I want you to share with people how they can support your ministry, how they can help First Step Ministry reach people.
Well, what a lot of people might not realize is, and I mean, because we all have these things, you know, how do you stay financially fit, you know, on the road and things like that? Well, first of all, you know, God has taught me to be a very good steward of what God gave me. I mean, He gave me my motorhome. He gave me all of the opportunities and the things that I have today. But one thing that, you know, I think is a very good blessing is I have no debt. And I knew that going on the road as a disabled, and I say disabled veteran, I'm disabled and I'm a veteran, but I'm not a disabled veteran. And so basically all I get is I get a very small disability check and a little tiny check from the VA. And so I actually run both ministries personally. I have no donations, I have nothing. So basically my support would be fuel, food, things like that. I have, you know, just my cell phone and insurance and things like that. So basically my support would be, you know, if somebody could help me either through PayPal to help me with fuel, or they could, you know, find out what items that I need from Walmart. You know, we both have tied into Walmart and PayPal, which makes it just very easy for us to get support on the road. So that's basically what I would like, is I would just like to encourage people to, number one, pray for us, and then if they can help us in some monetary way, that's just a greater blessing, because what we both feel is the more support that we can get and the more people we can get praying for us, I think we can cover more ground and do more things. I think that's where, you know, we're looking for support, is so that we can widen. I mean, we started this journey in Florida, and it's a vision that God gave you, and I just basically, hey, I'm all for it, let's go. So we've started this journey in Florida, and it's going to take us all the way to Maine, and we don't know where it's going to take us from there. So it's going to get interesting.
Good deal. And we're currently in North Carolina, for those that are wondering. We have started in Florida and kind of come up through North Carolina on our way to Maine. Tom is going to be taking this video and he's going to be putting it on his ministry website on Facebook, so everybody can go there and watch this video, and then they also can support him. And I would just pray that, you know, if you do have some extra money there available and you're wanting to support a true ministry and a true missionary, you know, to support Tom Thomas. That is an excellent way of doing that. I know we appreciate all of our supporters, and I know he appreciates all of his supporters. And we'll also, you know, be praying for y'all and everything that y'all do, and that God will bless y'all accordingly. And we just want to say thank you very much, and y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless you.
God bless.